Sorry. So I like that it's all up in my coochie because it doesn't get messed with. Sorry if any of my family's watching this, but I gained a lot of weight.
Feel like cramp here, okay. Deep breath. Good job, good job.
Yay! This is so weird. I literally haven't filmed a sit down talk video probably literally what I mean, it doesn't even, I guess it doesn't even really matter, but anyways, it's been a long time. My name's Teagan. Today we're speaking all about IUDs, periods, pills. Who's texting me? Let me put some rings on because my fingers look a little bare. Okay, here's a backstory. I got my IUD, okay, wait, let me reverse back a bit. I got my IUD when I was 17, so I had it for about 2 years, and it was a 5-year one. It was supposed to be good for 5 years, right? The reason I originally got it was because I was irregularly bleeding all the time, like so very bad basically, and I was like, I'm sick of this blood, get this away from me. Before I had the IUD, I was on birth control pills for months, like maybe even a year. Could have been because of the pills or just because I was growing, but I gained a lot of weight, which I credited to the pill, whether or not it was from that. Either way, I thought it was making me gain weight, so I wanted to go to an IUD, which I switched over to. The first like main thing that I feel like people should know is that you are gonna bleed like for a very long time when you first get your IUD. So I got my IUD and I bled for probably like 7 months after, and I know that seems like a very long time to be bleeding, which it like literally is, but it's not constant heavy bleeding, it's like spotting. I had a boyfriend during the whole course of this time, so like I wasn't hooking up with anyone, like, you know. IUDs are a lot more protective and effective than the pill also. I know like now being in college, all of my friends always take pregnancy tests and they always worry about their pill and not taking it, and if they miss a day. And having the IUD, I like never had to worry about that. I wasn't like hooking up with people anyway, but like if I was, I wouldn't have had to worry about that. Yeah, you're gonna bleed for a while. After I stopped bleeding, literally the best thing ever. Never got my period, never had cramping, didn't gain weight from it. I think if anything, I probably lost weight. Everything was all good. Scratch back 2 years later, 2 years of having the IUD, back in April. I don't know what triggered it or like what happened, but basically I started bleeding again all of a sudden. Started bleeding again all of a sudden out of nowhere all the time, and I bled probably 4 months straight, and then I was like, literally F this. I made an appointment to get my IUD removed, and I was gonna talk to the doctor about either getting another one put back in or just switching over to the pill. A month before, I went to get my IUD taken out, which, by the way, before I had always heard like that getting it out is the most painful thing ever. Like people told me that it hurts worse than giving birth, and I was like, because I don't even want to give birth in the first place because it's so painful.
Are you driving the blind tiger?
I don't think so.
Dude, oh, are you filming?
Yeah, I guess not really. Oh, child, we just got some juicy drama. Back to what I was saying, and I don't remember what I was saying literally at all. Have no recollection. My memory recently not doing good. Where was I? About a month before I went to go get it removed, my gynecologist or whoever put me on the pill, birth control. I think it was the Vienna pill, Vienna or something. I don't know. Basically, I just didn't take it. So I go to get it taken out. This is probably like 2 weeks ago. Go to get it taken out. I'm like completely alone, and the place that I went to was a teaching college, so there had to be like 3 other people in the room, which was terrifying, but I was so scared that it was going to be the most painful thing ever. So I go in. Actually, I'm just going to insert the video because I just think it's funny. So here's a video of me getting it removed.
So you might feel a little cramp when I pull this out, okay? Okay. So you give me a cough. Okay. IUD's out.
Ooh.
Looks to be intact. Okay.
The pain, honestly, not that bad. I would probably say 5 out of 10. It just felt like cramping, and you get cramps on your period anyway. However, getting it put in the first time, I don't remember it hurting it that bad. I think maybe it was probably a pain of like 3 out of 10. So I got it taken out and I was like, oh, thank God it's over. Just getting another one put back in. The first time getting it put in didn't hurt, so I was like, it's probably not gonna happen this time. So she sticks it in, literally excruciating pain. I don't know, maybe it was the kind I got. I got Marina. The first time I had a different one. I don't know the names of any of them. Basically, getting it put in for a second time hurt so much more, but I left the place feeling like a bad bitch, and I was like, I literally have the strongest pussy ever. Sorry if any of my family's watching this. I felt like super accomplished that I did that by myself. And now I've had it for a week and I'm still spotting, so I can update you guys in the future. It's definitely less than it was, and I never get cramping and I never get full periods. Also, the only reason I have an IUD is not for like birth control, like protective, because I'm not having sex. It's more for like my bleeding, which is what I was trying to stop because I hated having irregular heavy bleeding. So I went on my Instagram because when I posted like the videos of me getting it removed and put in. Here's the video of me getting the second one put in.
Just for you. Do you need a hand to squeeze? That was kind of intense, but it's so worth it. I've had two.
I got a lot of questions, so I'm just gonna go through some of the main ones and let you guys know what is up. We have a good amount. The first one from Hannah Bates: do you want kids? I like used to want 6 different kids, all different ethnicities. Like I wanted to adopt, obviously. Never wanted to have my own kids. Still don't want to have my own kids. I do not want to be pregnant. I do not want my vagina ripped to my butthole. That's a little scary to me. So yeah, I don't know. Only time will tell. I feel like if I meet like my husband and want to, then I will. But for right now, no way in hell. No way. How was the removal pain compared to the insertion pain? The removal pain, not as bad as everyone says. I want to make a statement for this entire video right now. If you are scared to get an IUD, literally don't be. So many of my friends, like my roommate for instance, was planning on getting an IUD and then decided not to because she was like scared to get one, which I completely understand, but it is just not as scary as you would think. And like literally just don't be scared of it. DM me and I can like make you feel less scared about it. It's just cramping, and you have cramping on your period anyway. For me personally this time, the insertion pain was so much worse than the removal pain. Like the removal pain was just a little bit of cramping, but the insertion, she like stuck it in and I was cramping, and then it felt like it went even further into me. Tell us about side effects, please. Side effects, honestly none. Literally the only side effect I've had from being on IUD is bleeding. You can't feel the string in you. I remember like when I was with my boyfriend when I first got it, he said that he was never able to feel it inside of me. Sorry if that's like TMI or gross, but like no, you can't feel the string inside of your uterus. I'm thinking about getting one, so what's the process like when getting one? Symptoms and pain. So I kind of talked about my experience with it. I definitely don't think it's as bad as everybody thinks. If this makes you feel better, the day I got mine taken out and a new one put back in, an hour after I left the gyno or wherever I was when I, like the hospital I guess, I literally went straight to the gym, grinded probably the best workout I had done in a while, like felt so good, and then went to work a 12-hour shift. So yeah, remember that I'm a boss, a badass bitch. But I do remember when I first got my first IUD in for the first ever time, like first. When I first got it in, that day, I remember I really laid in bed the whole day. I had really bad cramping, but yeah, all I did was lay in bed. But this time, getting it removed and a new one put back in, I didn't have any cramping afterwards, if that makes sense. I've heard so many women say it hurts more to get it taken out than put in. True or no? No, I've heard so many people say that too, and that's why I was so terrified, but no. I mean, I don't know why my getting it put in the second time hurt so much worse than like getting it removed and getting it put in the first time. Obviously everyone's body's different, so you don't know how you're gonna react, but take some birth control. I mean ibuprofen. I meant ibuprofen. Do they cause weight gain? So I'm gonna say no, because when I first got my IUD, if anything, I lost weight. I was probably the skinniest I've ever been in my life, and I would literally kill to be that skinny again. But I think it had a lot to do with like I was in a relationship, and also I don't know, just not really like eating as much as I do now, and also like you grow, you change. Like I'm basically just a lot more into my women's body now. Probably a year after having my first IUD, the only time I gained weight was I just literally gained weight from being in college, like from my freshman year, the freshman 15. I don't think it had anything to do with my IUD because I had had it for a year before and hadn't gained any weight. What is an IUD? Let me look up what it stands for. Intrauterine device. It's a small plastic T-shaped device used for birth control. It's inserted into the uterus where it stays to prevent pregnancy. But in my case, not for pregnancy, it's just I got it to stop my period. Have you thought about getting Nexplanon instead? I don't even know what that is. Nexplanon. Birth control implant. Oh, okay. Nexplanon. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but that's the one that goes in your arm. And no, I haven't thought of that because, horror story, when I was in high school, senior year, this girl had one on her arm, and I guess she like played sports and stuff, but like someone had hit it and it had moved and caused so many issues with her. And I feel like I'm just a very clumsy person. Having something on my arm would not be the best thing for me. So I like that it's all up in my coochie because it doesn't get messed with. Can we see the IUD being removed or the new one in? You can see a video of my reaction.
What happened? Were you just laughing at me?
No.
Are you filming the video?
Yeah, you
Could you hear me in the background?
Wanna say hi?
Hey, hey.
You're Sydney. I was just telling them.
How I have a dog now?
No, I'm filming my IUD video.
Are you telling them how I canceled my appointment?
Yes, well I just said my roommate. This is my roommate.
Like I hope they already know that.
What birth control do you have? Do you have anything to say about birth control?
Don't go on the low estrogen fee, the pill.
Why?
It gave me anxiety and acne and a low libido. And now I'm on Isabloom, but I've only been on it for like a month, so I don't really know what's gonna happen, but so far so good. But don't go on the low estrogen. It sucks!
You heard the facts here. What symptoms do you have from the IUD? I go to the gyno soon and I need to decide. I 100% recommend IUD to everyone. I tell all my friends. I convinced Maya to get one. Almost convinced Sydney, but then she ended up not getting one. But I just feel like, for one, if you're having sex, it's 100% so much safer than the pill, in my opinion. Obviously, doesn't mean much, but and if you're not, it just usually helps with periods. Obviously, in my case, it's not. I don't know. I was just gonna get it removed and like switch to the pill, but my gyno kind of talked me out of it, so I was like, all right, shove another one up in me. Last question I got that I'm gonna be speaking on, because some of these are weird. Y'all are weird. I'm not showing anyone the inside of my vagina. I'm getting one in soon. Is there anything that I should expect? I'm getting one in soon. Is there anything that I should expect that people don't really talk about? Honestly, no. Like, I think I probably covered everything in this video. Obviously, if you guys have any other questions, comment them below. DM me on Instagram if you don't feel like comfortable talking in front of everyone. I'm really comfortable and like open talking about it because I feel like I'm like an IUD expert, because I've had it for almost 3 years now and then just got it removed and another one put back in. I don't really know what else to say about it. I'll update you guys. I talk about it on my Instagram a lot, so check out my Instagram at Teagan Litten. I post a bunch of stories about it. So I'll let you guys know if I'm still bleeding. Oh, I have a checkup in September, like September 14th. So if you guys want to come back and check back, I'll probably make another updating video. Before I got it removed, when I got put on the pill like a month ago basically, I was so bloated all of the time and like literally thought I was pregnant, and then I was like, but I was bleeding, and I was like, there's no way I'm pregnant because 1, I'm bleeding, 2, I'm not having sexual intercourse, so how am I pregnant? But I was like, Jesus made me pregnant. I don't know. Anyways, I got tested, was not pregnant. I just thought that was a funny story. I was just really bloated. Must have been eating a lot of salt, because when you eat salt on your period, it makes you bloat. So yeah, that's the whole story. DM me about your questions, comments, concerns. Yay! Let's start a poll in the comment section. Comment below if you're on the pill. Comment below an elephant if you're on the pill. And comment below a baby if you're not on any birth control. Okay. Peace.